Catherine Ledden, author of Great Expectations 1, the New English textbook for the New English specification. And in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to explain to you why you need a new book for the new course. The new specification emphasises developing language skills and communication skills, reading widely, creating and composing, improving listening skills, debating, discussing, arguing, and getting used to different genres of language used for different audiences. It's a completely new specification, like a new building, and its foundations are the 24 statements of learning and the 8 key skills underpinning the new junior cycle framework. It's impossible to use old books and the old syllabus for a completely new course. Let's look at the 8 key skills underpinning the new junior cycle framework. The first one, being creative. This encourages students to use their imagination to create their own material. The second skill, communicating, encourages them to communicate effectively, speaking and listening. The third skill, managing information. Students will be required to do research, to look for information, to record their findings and to present reports. Skill 4, managing myself. Students will be encouraged to self-assess, to think about how they're getting on and how they're progressing. Skill 5, staying well. Students will be encouraged to develop their self-esteem and their confidence. Skill 6, working with others. Group work, pair work, teamwork and cooperation are important skills we will be developing in students from first year on. Skills 7 and 8 you're very familiar with, literacy and numeracy. We've been working on those for the last number of years. So what are the requirements for first year English? The new specification requires that 22 learning outcomes are targeted for first year across the 3 strands, reading, writing and oral language. It's an outcomes-based specification. This means the focus is on looking exactly at what students have learned. What's specifically on the first year syllabus? Students must study at least 10 poems. The new book, Great Expectations 1, has 34 poems. Students must study 1 novel and be reading continuously throughout first year. In Great Expectations, all of the texts listed in the first year and second and third year lists are summarised at the back of the book. There's also an excellent selection of fiction extracts available for teachers to choose from. Students must study a variety of drama extracts. Great Expectations 1 has 4 drama extracts and these are also available on the CD. Students must study a number of short stories. There are 4 short stories in the textbook. Students must study non-literary texts. There's an entire chapter, chapter 4 in the book, devoted to non-literary texts with a wide range, from petitions to memos to newsletters to blurbs to emails to letters. A great selection of material in chapter 4 covering all your requirements for non-literary texts. Great Expectations is the only textbook available which fully and comprehensively covers the requirements of the new English specification. It's the only textbook which has a hard copy student portfolio, essential for students to keep a safe record of all their writing. They will need to do this over the entire 3 years of the course. Great Expectations is the only book available with 2 free CDs. On the CDs there are 30 poems, 6 podcasts from RTE on a wide range of interesting topics, drama extracts and fiction extracts. Great Expectations is the only textbook with a free ICT handbook to guide you step by step when using ICT in the English classroom. It's also the only textbook to give you a free accompanying ebook full of embedded resources. The teacher's manual to go with Great Expectations has an excellent variety of lesson plans to guide you step by step through achieving the 22 learning outcomes and planning your lessons. There are also lots of photocopyable resources which will aid in making your lessons interesting, varied and more enjoyable.
We're staying with the old course until 2015. We will be fine.
You won't be fine. The old course is completely obsolete. The new course is outcomes based, focusing on 39 learning outcomes to be achieved across 3 strands, reading, writing and oral language over the 3 years. Teaching the new course starts in September. The old course is completely obsolete, so a new textbook and the new course are the requirements which will be examined in 2017.
What's different to what we're teaching already?
Everything is different. It's a completely new course. The rationale, the aims behind it, the methodologies, the assessment, the material being taught, everything is completely new.
Why is oral language so important?
Oral language is important because speaking skills are crucial for effective communication. We need to develop students' confidence in asking for information, in asking questions, in expressing their opinions and ideas, in talking to guest speakers, giving presentations. So developing their confidence in their communication and in their speaking is crucial.
Haven't a clue about ICT?
ICT is crucial in today's society. You'll gradually develop your ICT skills, and Owen Evison's ICT Handbook, which accompanies Great Expectations, is a brilliant, simple, step-by-step guide. It'll develop your confidence in using ICT with the new course.
What's so important about the portfolio for first year?
It's good in first year to get students used to keeping a hard copy portfolio, a written record of all their work in a safe place. The reason it's important is that by the time they come to third year, they'll need to be looking back at good pieces of writing that they've done in second and third year. And then they choose 2 to 3 pieces for assessment. So if they get used to using the hard copy portfolio in first year and safeguarding their work, they'll continue to do this in second and third year and have material ready for assessment.
What exactly should I have achieved by the end of first year?
By the end of first year, you should have had an enjoyable year with your class group, having targeted the 22 learning outcomes across the 3 strands: reading, writing and oral language. You will have enjoyed having the students involved in pair work and group work, research, projects, debates, discussions. You will see how they gradually learn to self-improve and self-assess and work together in pairs and groups.
How do we assess first years? Is there an oral component that needs to be completed as part of their exams?
We need to develop oral language skills with the first years. We can start small. There are examples in Great Expectations, and there are assessment templates in the Teacher's Resource Manual. In second year, at the end of the year, students will be given an opportunity to do some research on a topic of their choice and then to present their oral language communication for assessment. So by starting small in first year and building their confidence in terms of their oral language communication, we'll be prepared for the second year assessment. This assessment is worth 15% of the overall exam. It's worth 60 marks out of the entire 400 available. So I hope that with you using Great Expectations 1 from next September, with the 2 CDs, the excellent Teacher's Resource Book, the ICT Handbook and the accompanying e-book with embedded resources, that you'll have everything you need to get you through teaching the New English Specification and enjoy the year.